good name is Mercy, in case you are new here. And karibu sana. Thank you for coming back to this channel and watching my videos. I really appreciate. So today, guys, I'm back again with another interesting video, and I'm going to share my experience on how I dealt with breastfeeding. Any breastfeeding comes with a lot of learning, yeah. And for me, and as a first time mom, you experience some challenges here and there, because this is the first time, yes, that you are doing this thing. And there are some challenges that comes with it because you're not used to this. So guys, these are the challenges that I experienced during breastfeeding my newborn as a first time mom, and how I dealt with them, and what I learned from them. Yeah. So guys, the first challenge that I went through was a low supply of milk. So there are some moms, when even before they give birth, their breasts start producing the milk, but mine never did. So when I delivered my baby, there was no milk, totally no milk. So when the baby came, he started now sucking the breast and kutengeneza njia, yani he was the one who alikuwa anatengeneza njia ya maziwa kukuja. So it was a little bit difficult for me, because I was like, mbona sitoi maziwa, you understand? And as a first time mom, you don't know what is happening, yeah. But with time, it came through, and yeah, it really came through, yeah. Ili flow, let me tell you guys. So that was my number one challenge that I experienced during breastfeeding: low supply of milk. The other thing that I experienced during breastfeeding is an engorged breast. That's now when the milk supply became so high, the milk was, the breasts were always full, and I could feel so uncomfortable and sometimes at pain, and the breasts were so heavy, you understand? As a first time mom, or any mom, I know you're understanding this. It was so uncomfortable, and at that time I didn't know that I was so confused on what I was supposed to do. So even sometimes I could call my mom and ask her, what am I supposed to do? Because my breasts are full of milk, they're so heavy, they are painful. And she could tell me, when you don't pump that milk out, you will have those mastitis. The mastitis that cows have when the milk is so much in their breast, yeah. You understand? So she could tell me that if I don't pump out the milk, I will nini, ndashikwa na hiyo mastitis. So I was so afraid, because she used to tell me it's so painful. So what I did is I had to buy a breast pump to express out the milk. And because my baby couldn't take the pumped milk, I could throw it away and then breastfeed the baby, because the milk supply was very high. And you remember the first time when I gave birth, I had sikuwa tu na maziwa, but this time it was so much. I had to pump and throw it away, because even if I tried giving him the milk that I had pumped, he couldn't take. Hakuwa anataka hiyo maziwa, so I had to throw it away, yeah. Another thing that I experienced, this was the one that was for me, it was draining, and it was so painful, were cracked nipples. Let me tell you guys, hey, if you're out there, you have experienced cracked nipples, you know what I'm talking about. It's so painful, because your nipples are cracked, you still have to breastfeed this baby, and at this time you can't even pump out the milk. Understand? So if the milk is full in your breast, you have to like pump it out manually like this. You squeeze your breast for your milk to come out, and it's so painful. So my nipples were cracked, at times even they were bleeding. You could see like the nipple is coming out, and it was so painful. Me, that's the worst experience that I have had during my breastfeeding, because the nipples were so painful. They were bleeding, and it's so painful. Let me tell you, that thing is painful. You can't pump out the milk, because when you try pumping out the milk, you pump out blood. Understand? So what I had to do, I would breastfeed the baby this breast. When this one becomes worse, I exchange. I come to this one, I wait for this one to heal. I come to this one starts bleeding, I come to this one. But I was like, what can I do? When you go to the hospital, they tell you that you're not positioning your baby well, you're not latching your baby well. Latching is how you position your baby to your breast for him or her to breastfeed. So I had to look for a solution, and I went on to buy some cream to apply the nipple so that the nipple could heal. And this is a cream that I bought. It's called lanolin nipple cream. It's a good cream, by the way, because it's safe for the baby. There's no need to remove it while breastfeeding, so you just apply the cream, and then when the baby needs to breastfeed, you can breastfeed the baby without wiping out the cream. This really helped me. This was a lifesaver for me, because within one to 2 weeks my nipples were okay. Yeah, this is what I use. It's a good cream. So if you are experiencing sore breast, the nipples are cracked, just use this. I would advise you use this. It's called it's a lanolin nipple cream. It's a good cream. Yeah, even here it's written, it helps to soothe, protect sore, cracked nipples and dry skin. It's a good one. So this is what I used for my nipple to heal. It was, I don't know. me hata sitakangi kukumbuka hiyo story, because it was so painful. What I went through as the first time, I was like, hey, does everyone go through this? Yeah, but anyway, it healed through this cream. Yeah. Another thing that the challenge that I experienced during breastfeeding is poor positioning. Me, as a first time mom, you don't know anything. Yani you are blank. You don't know anything. You don't know how it goes. Even if before you give birth, you go for some lessons, you're taught how to latch the baby. But now it comes to the background. Now you are like the real thing. You have the baby here, and you need to breastfeed your baby. It's so difficult for you to position and latch the baby. Yeah, because when breastfeeding the baby, you have to ensure that your tummy and his or her tummy are attached like this, and then now you bring the baby here, and then the baby should suck the nipple, and the, what do we call it, the areola are supposed to be, the baby should anafaa kushika the nipple and the areola. The areola is the black part. So when the baby holds only the nipple will crack, because the baby ends up biting the nipple with the gum, and leads to cracking of the nipple. Yeah, that's what I learned from poor positioning. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to ensure that your tummy and baby's tummy are attached like this, and then you attach your baby to the breast, and you ensure the baby is holding the nipple plus the black part of your breast for you to breastfeed well, and for you not to experience the cracked nipple thing, because that thing is so painful. It's so painful, yeah. So yeah, that was my challenge. That was my another challenge of poor positioning of the baby. And it was okay because I was a first time mom and I didn't really know how these things go and what you are taught at the hospital before delivery, and then you come here, you have your baby here. I don't know, it's just a challenge. Yeah, so yeah, those are my challenges during breastfeeding, and I knew how to overcome them. So for the next time, I think I'll have a clue of what to do. Yeah, so guys, those were my challenges that I experienced during breastfeeding, and that was my story during breastfeeding, and that was my experience during breastfeeding. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate. I don't take it for granted for you supporting me. I really thank you so much. And in case you're watching this video and you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do subscribe. I will really appreciate. And you're watching this video and you have not watched my other videos, kindly go back to this channel and watch my videos, because I will appreciate. So until next time guys, bye bye.